Right, let's go. Can a person in the second semifinals watch the first semi matches, and does that give them an advantage? I mean, kind of. I mean, they can watch the semis just like anyone else in the Twitch chat. So they can tune into the Twitch chat. They can predict. They can gamba. Pappy. True. I guess it's that's always the case with all tournaments. Is that you have the advantage in the sense that if the matchup is the same, then you can, I guess, gain the advantage of seeing how they're playing. But the reality is that all these players play each other very often anyway, so they already know kind of how they play. Referring to like classic watching herO play PvP, like herO's PvP is known, so I don't think there's any value there. I don't think like it's I think there's more value if you're watching a player that you don't play on a regular basis. So for example, if this was herO versus StarCraft, maybe, because StarCraft doesn't often play in many tournaments, then say classic watching that would gain the advantage of seeing how StarCraft plays if StarCraft were to beat herO. Like, true, but that's only because StarCraft rarely plays in tournaments, so his current form and his current playstyle isn't as like well known. But players that we're seeing here, they always play in everything, so like, yeah, there's not really as much to hide. But here we go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the Old Sun Temple, we have the blue Protoss player. We have the Canadian Protoss representing Basilisk. It is a Trigger. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing T1. It is herO. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series, as herO does go for the cross scout. He does scout top right, and so far has not found Trigger. Trigger likewise also scouting top left as well. Bearing in mind that welcome to the Old Sun Temple. This is a 4-player spawn map. Trigger, he does check the Zelnaga tower, and he will veer off towards the left-hand side. You can spawn in top right, top left, bottom left, and bottom right as well. So 4 possible spawn locations. Trigger, he will proxy here in the center of the map. The Gamba, he does gamble here. herO, he does scout bottom right, and herO will confirm that a pylon is missing. He will find a Trigger ahead of time. So big scout for herO. Does move in, does find Trigger, and will confirm that a pylon is nowhere to be found, as he is counting. Yep, does check behind the mineral line, confirms. Meanwhile, this is going to be a Stargate opener out of herO. herO going a gate into Cybercore into Stargate with double gas opener here. Does have access to early Void Rays. Meanwhile, Trigger, Proxy Robo, 1 base all in. And he finds him immediately. No, he's right outside of the natural, Bappy. He finds a proxy. He gets on top of the pylon, a crazy damage early on here, and that pylon is going to be killed. There's no saving it. There's no adepts are on the way, but there's no saving the pylon. This pylon will go down. You can see that Trigger, he can try to reinforce here and throw down a second and a third pylon to keep this powered, but that first pylon will fall. Oh boy. Here come the adepts. The proxy has been found, has been disrupted. A robo finishes, but cannot make anything. And herO, he even just throws down the Nexus anyway. Doesn't even care. Yeah, no care in the world. Adepts, they move in. There's a full wall on the high ground. Stalker's in position. herO does open Oracle, not Void Ray. Going for the Oracle opener. One adept even shades into the main base, catching out 2 probes. Crazy damage already. Oh no! Gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. And takes down 3 probes. Once again, that robo was close to being killed by the zealots. That one herO zealot. Getting the robo to half HP. The Oracle likewise does respond. Catching at the adept. Gets 1. Gets 1. Does deal some hull damage as well. Very nice. Oh my god, almost both. Almost catching both. You can see here Trigger, he's sending another probe. He's trying to repower. He wants to. He just wants to keep it going, but it's just so delayed. Oh no. It's so heavily delayed, Matthew. Oracle dips in. The Oracle is a couple of seconds late. That means 1 probe, 2 probes go down. Just 2. But nice damage. The Oracle has paid for itself. Back at home, we have a backup Oracle. Going for the stasis. And we'll get... Ooh, we'll not get baited. Adept is killed just in time. Robo is repowered. The Prism is on the way. Trigger, he's still all in, by the way. He's still very much so all in. It's still all or nothing. Oracle's a threat and a dive. Prism is popping out. And now with the help of the War Prism, Trigger, he can bypass the natural. He can go straight into the main. He can Go straight into the main base instead. He's warping in sentries. He has force fields available. He can force field the ramp. He can lock down the army. Void Rays are amassing. A second battery here on the low ground. And here he will engage ahead of time. Oh no, he gets one. He gets one Stalker already. Picks up one. Chasing down the army. Gets a second Stalker. Heavy losses for Trigger. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god, takes on the Void Ray. GG gets called, and herO takes game number 1. Whew. GG. GG, well played. herO, he does take a lead in the series, and bearing in mind this is a best of 3, Trigger can always bring this back, and we didn't really get to learn anything about this game just because, again, it all came down to the scouting. Trigger, he went for the proxy, got scouted, GG. That was just very, very unfortunate, very unlucky. Trigger, he went for the all-in, he went for the one base all-in, and herO did find the pylon ahead of time, was able to find it, able to lock it down, and with that snowball out of control, it was a very, very rough start there for Trigger, and we'll see what the build of choice is going to be coming to game number 2. Let's go. Let us see. Where are we jumping? Ooh, game 2 is going to be on at Eternity's Edge. Again, this map has been quite popular. We've been seeing a lot of this map. Now, the question becomes, is it herO's turn to all in? Let's go. Feels weird that they spawn opposite sides. Yeah, I mean, again, based on the spawn location, we have a shorter rush distance by ground, longer rush distance by ground. There's some variance depending on your spawn location. But again, it is not uncommon to see horizontal maps. I mean, I guess they are relatively uncommon. Rorschach is one of them, for example. Thinking of El Dorado is another map that's horizontal, right? Instead of like diagonal spawns. But here we go. Here we go. Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of at Eternity's Edge, we have the blue Protoss player. We have the Canadian Protoss representing Basilisk. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back and make a series out of this. The pressure's on. It is Trigger. And spawning in the left hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player. We have the South Korean Protoss representing T1. It is herO. And welcome one and all to at Eternity's Edge. This is a 2-player spawn map, so you can spawn in top left and bottom right, just 2 spawn locations. When it comes to our natural expansion here, it is relatively secure. We have we don't have like a high gun expansion or anything like that. It is on the same plane of elevation as the attack path. We do have the ramp a little bit further out, bit of a more narrow ramp where you can make a stand on, you can defend, claim your 3rd expansion, and build up on 3 bases. For now, 2-gate. 2-gate opener out of Trigger, 2-gate opener out of herO. Remember, last game herO went for he went for a gateway into Cybercore into Stargate. This time 2-gate opener, but my eyes are on the probes. Trigger veers off towards the top side, so does herO. Oh. Great minds think alike here. Looks like herO's going for a fake proxy pylon. Trigger as well. Here we go. Pylons are going to be thrown down. I say fake, but herO's on patrol. Interesting. So again, a Trigger, he's also scouting just in case. Based on these pylon locations, it's feeling like either a proxy Stargate or no proxy at all. Waiting for the Cybercore. Cybercore is almost done. Then we can throw down our tech of choice. Again, I'm imagining Stargate play, but we have seen some crazier things in the past. There it is. Stargate out of herO. Robo by Trigger. Ooh, and herO might just scout this, by the way. Oh god, he's coming. Yeah, he's coming in this direction. Does he go down to low ground? Up, does he? He does not. No, he doesn't see. herO barely doesn't scout. Trigger checking the top side, and Trigger, he will confirm the... Oh. No, barely. He's so close. Both of them. Trigger fails to scout, and herO fails to scout as well. They both barely don't spot the proxies. Adepts are revealed. I should emphasize that Trigger's proxy is an all-in. It's a 1-base all-in. herO's is not. This is a way to deal economic damage, and because the Stargate is proxy, this will be hurting herO because he'll be reinforcing from outside of his main. It does mean if he tries to make defensive Void Rays, it'll take longer to get back home to defend. The plus side is that herO could deal critical economic damage to hinder the all-in. So there's a bit of a give and take here. Defensively, the Stargate is going to be hurting herO, but aggressively will help him. In the sense that we can dive in, we can cripple the economy, and weaken the all-in if we kill probes. That's a big if there. Trigger, he didn't get into the main base, so he failed to scout. The Oracle will actually path over the proxy, and now he knows. Here is fully where the all-in. Behind the still one base. Head up safe on a dive. There is no battery in the middle line, but Stalkers are in position, and they zone away. Okay, nice zoning here from the Trigger. The Oracle is forced back. Meanwhile, Adepts had lifted up, jumping into the main base, and two Adepts taking one-shot probes. They can and will one-shot workers. So we go 1, 2, getting up to 3. Getting up to 4. Oh my god. 4. Oh, not quite. 3 probes go down. Did misalign his shots towards the end. But so far, nice damage here by Trigger. He pulls away. Immortal production has begun. Building up his immortals. Continuing the aggression. Remember, it's all or nothing for Trigger. herO is making a Phoenix, and that will help zone away the Prism and lift up the Immortal as well. Does give some micro potential for herO. At the same time, herO did make a second Oracle. 2 Oracles, they will one-shot probes. Stalkers are ready. herO does a bit. He gets 1, he gets 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 probe kills, and does barely get away. Nice damage out of herO. Trigger has to break out of his own main. He's got a hefty army here. Trigger, he's built up to 8 Stalkers, 1 Immortal. And herO, can he make a stand? So, there's obviously a lot of potential with the Phoenix, right? He can lift the Immortal and just take it out of the equation, but the Phoenix is also most likely going to be targeted down. So he can maybe tank 1 or 2 volleys before the Phoenix does fall. At the same time, force field is going to be a big factor. We have sentries for both players. Stasis traps as well. They also have potential. Phoenix, oh no! Oh, taking 1 massive volley already. Yeah, the Phoenix is now 1 volley away from going down, so it won't really impact the fight too much. Or at least it shouldn't. Yeah, the army does rotate. They pass by each other. Uh-oh. Do we base trade? Who turns around? Trigger does. Yeah, Trigger does turn around. Trigger's chasing the main army. Here he's gonna keep going. We gotta keep pushing. And this is just buying time. Yeah, throwing down more stasis traps behind the army. Trigger, he does notice. And here pulls out. Yeah, he does manage to pull out. He does pull away. Base out the stasis. herO dips in, the main base is exposed, and more probes are going to be going down. Massive damage. Gets 5, 6, almost 7 probe kills. Crazy damage in the main base. Trigger, he is hindered. He has been all in this entire time. But now the all in is hindered. It is weaker. herO, he has yet to attempt to expand. Still 1 base versus 1 base. Trigger, he still has a terrifying main army, bear that in mind, but now less reinforcements. Oh. Goes the zone away. Trigger, he finds it. Oh no, late reaction! Yeah, big late reaction by herO, losing 1, 2, 3, losing up to even 4. Wow, 4 Adepts go down, heavy losses for herO. Again, he was not paying attention. 18 Stalkers to 16. Still only 1 Immortal. Just the 1. Oracles, they turn around. They turn back around, they get a Revelation off. There are no defensive stasis traps, bear that in mind. herO moves in. Sorry, Trigger moves in, and herO's forced all the way back. He's forced back home. Force back into his main. Force field's buying time. But Trigger, he will eventually break through. herO tries to backstab. Trigger, he's in position this time. He's ready for it. He's ready. Well, despite that, he will still lose 3, 4. Oh my god, 4 more probe kills. Again, the Oracle control here has been crazy for herO. It's been impressive. The control. Trigger expands. herO is contained. herO bleeds out 1, 2, soon to be 3 gateways. 3 gateways go down. There's 0 gateways left. We actually can't warp in. Oh my god. herO, he has no production. Yeah, 0 production for herO. Trigger pulls away, and Trigger again is expanding. At this point, this is Trigger's win condition. Just contain. Just contain herO and expand. Loving the Hallucinate Colossus. This does provide high ground vision. True. Does provide vision. Here is still looking for damage. Does pick in. Oh, he will lose 1. Yeah, 1 Oracle finally goes down. Does get 4 pros, but he will lose a second Oracle as well. Aye, aye, aye. 0 Oracles left. Still nice damage. They did pay for themselves, to be fair. But now there are no more Oracles. Now there's no more. Behind this, it was that Twilight Council blink is done. Does he goes for the dive? He's crazy. Oh my god. Dives in, takes down the Prism. Prism goes down. The Immortal Sword is just dealing so much damage though. And herO, he will lose everything. Massive losses for herO. Half his army wasn't even fighting. Oh my god. Yeah, not the fight to take. GG gets called and Trigger ties up the series. We are going to the ace match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. We're getting into game number 3 here. Again, we did have that back and forth. herO, his adepts got caught out on the map. He lost map control, was forced back into his own main, and he just could not break out. Yes, he had blink, and we did see it towards the end, but alas, he just could not break out. We saw the heavier stalker count for Trigger, despite all the probe damage. Did not matter. The main army was still robust, was still solid, and herO could not engage. GG. GG, well played. With that, we are going all the way to game number 3, and we'll see who will claim the series. Let's go. We're loading into lockdown for that 3rd game. Whew. We are going to be loading in. Like we mentioned earlier, there were a couple of big key moments here. There were a couple of big key moments when we saw herO, for example. We saw herO take some heavy losses to his Phoenix, so his Phoenix never came into play when it came to dealing crowd control damage and lifting up the Immortal, for example. He wasn't quite able to make use of said Phoenix. Likewise, the harassment was solid there from herO, but he could never quite engage with the main army. It was just too robust, and Trigger was on point. And here we go. We're loading into the ace match, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of lockdown, we have the blue Protoss player, the blue Protoss himself, representing Basilisk. It is a Trigger. And spawning in the bottom hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss for T1. It is herO. Let's go. Let us go. As we have a high ground natural, so herO is going for the gate expand, and so is Trigger. Is this the beginning of Phoenix Wars? Phoenix Wars are quite common from this position. What are we saying? So this is going to be a gateway into most likely Cybercore into Nexus. We could try to cut some corners and just go straight gate expand. We could go for an even faster Nexus. If that is the case, it typically leads into Stargate play, into Phoenixes, and then you just keep on making them from one side to the other as well. So eyes on the 2 players here. 1 gas. Just 1 gas for the time being. Only 1 gateway. Both players will scout, and both players should be pylon blocking. So because both players are pylon blocking, you cannot get the faster Nexus. They want it, right? They want the faster Nexus, but the pylon block will deny that Nexus. It forces out, there we go, 2nd gas for Trigger, 2nd gas for herO. This screams Cybercore and it screams Stargate. And because both players open Stargate and both players scat each other going Stargate, you cannot make an Oracle, you need to make Phoenixes, otherwise you fall behind. That's usually what we're locked into as long as we can block the expansion. So far we did block. Safety Zealots on the way. Does cancel. herO, oh, he does expand! He gets it. He does get his Nexus up, and I cannot say the same for Trigger, but he's not too far behind. Yeah, not too far behind. There's Nexus as well, only behind by a couple of seconds. And we are expecting Stargate play, but we'll see if either player deviates into a Twilight Council. Cybercore is done. Show us what you got. So Trigger, he goes for the Stargate. What does herO do? herO goes for Warp Gate instead. So herO, he does not embrace the Phoenix Wars. Meanwhile, a big shout out to Brutal Matt in the chat. Gab, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great, I'm assuming, ladder session. I can't say for certain, but I hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great, I'm assuming, ladder session. Hope you had a great time. And welcome one and all to Sparkling Tuna Cup. This is the longest running open tournament in StarCraft 2, and we're here in the semifinals. We're here in the semis. Beyond versus Classic will be played after this. They're currently waiting for us to wrap up, as they are the other semifinals match. And the other semis. So again, herO did prioritize Warp Gate, but that means his Stargate is late, but he's still going for the Stargate. Interesting. So still going for the Stargate. Quickly checking Trigger's vision, he did not confirm. Trigger's going Oracle first, and herO will confirm. He will scout. He will scout the initial Stargate, he will scout the Oracle. And again, typically that will prompt a Phoenix response. As herO does shade in. Adapt can 2-shot probes. And he gets one. Yeah, one probe goes down. A messy defense here by Trigger as he will lose a second probe. Nice damage, 2 probe kills. Trigger, he moves out, and Trigger, he failed to scout the Stargate, by the way. He's not fully aware, but he soon will. But last Trigger, he's already going for the already going for the Twilight Council. Yeah, he's already going for it. Phoenix does pop out. The Oracle commits, gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Yeah, 3 probes. 3 probe kills before going down. herO, he gains the map control, and Trigger, he's stuck at home, switching into Blink Stalkers. So a rough setup here for Trigger. As Trigger, he's attempting that switch into Blink Stalker. Not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy here. Trigger is amassing his gateways. Blink is on the way. Phoenix is able to get a scout off. They confirm there's no Phoenix production, and they confirm the Twilight Council. He sees everything. Yeah, he does see, does confirm. herO, he knows all, and he even takes down 3 more probes. Once again, slowing down the economy here of Trigger. Back at home, the robot gets thrown down. We should be seeing Immortal production soon. Remember, herO, because he went for a Stargate opener, it means that there's no Twilight Council, means he has no Blink Stalkers. To make up for that, Immortals are usually the go-to. It's the go-to to build up into Immortal counts, and there it is. There's the first Immortal on the way. So it's on herO to defend, to turtle up, and to build up his Immortal count until he hits critical mass, then he can break out. It's going to be on Trigger to 2-base all in. He's all in. He throws down 2 more gateways. How many gateways do we have in total? I believe 6. There's 3 in the main base. There is 1 at the natural, so 4 at home, 2 across the map. It's going to be a 6-gate, 2-base all in. Let's go. Just pure Blink Stalkers. And if herO tries to expand, he will be killed. So herO, he for now is stuck on 2 bases. He's building up more Immortals. Is the correct thing to do. The concerning thing that I see here are no batteries in the main. There's no batteries in the main base. Remember, Blink Stalkers are very mobile, and even though we have a secure position at the natural, Blink Stalkers can always rotate into the main base. Oh boy. I say that I think there's only 1 pathway here, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's just too much terrain on the right-hand side to dive in. I think there is an opening here. Regardless, does rotate towards the main, towards the natural. Breaks in. Ooh, does get caught out. Commits into the Immortal. Does get 1. Yeah, 1 Immortal goes down. Nice pickup. Trading with the Zealots. Can he catch the second Immortal? Not quite. Does get a Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix goes down. Pushing further in. Does go for the knife. He does 2-shot. Oh my god. 2 shots. The Immortal catching another Phoenix. There's 1 Phoenix left. Barely gets away. And Trigger's not stopping. Remember, he's not stopping, he's not slowing down. There's 1 Immortal remaining. Does not dive in. Ooh, blinks forward. 1 more shot. He gets it. Immortal goes down, and hero's in trouble. Yeah, hero's in danger. It's being 1-shot. The sentries, the Stalkers, going for a massive warp in here. 5 Stalkers at a time. Trigger, he's running out of steam. He's running out of steam here. The proxy gateways are so far away. They're so far away. So delayed reinforcements. Trigger, he's also missing. No, he didn't take his gas. He's just not. He just realized. Oh no. Trigger, he had excess of minerals. He had excess minerals. He didn't have enough gas, so he actually couldn't warp in. Oh, now he expands. I mean, Trigger, he's traded decently well. Decently. He reset the Phoenixes. He almost reset the immortal counts. The downside of Trigger trying to expand is that he's far behind in other aspects. herO, the Forge, +2, right? +2 is on the way. We have +0 for Trigger because he never intended for the game to last any longer. So Trigger's being outscaled as time goes on. And the immortal counts, what was once 0 immortals, is now building up to 3. 1, 2, 3 immortals. This is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand here. Kiri's building up a more efficient army with charged on immortal, 4th immortals in production. And this eventual move out is going to be, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be crazy. As here he starts to break out. He's just waiting for his War Prism. With the help of the War Prism, he can just commit. He can just commit across the map. He's got 4 immortals. He's going to have a bunch of Archons as well. Mass Zealots. Trigger, he's going to mass glaive Adepts behind this. Again, this is a bit of a Hail Mary play for Trigger. Adepts, they can trade decently against Zealots. They're decent. And here he comes. Yeah, here comes herO. He commits across the map, just waiting for that War Prism. Now for his reinforcements. As he moves out, Trigger moves in. Trigger does move in the backstab. Does move in, catching out some Zealots. 1, 2, 3, catching all of 4. And we're going for the base trade. He commits. Show us the stasis. Yeah, here he does with the stasis trap, and he... Oh my god. Almost. Does connect with an Archon. Not bad. You're moving further in. At the same time, Trigger, he overwhelms the Natural. And Natural's falling. Trigger, he's holding onto his own base, though. Okay, he's buying time. Trigger, he's buying time. Extra warp-ins. Trigger, can he hold? Can he hold on? The Mass Adepts, pappy. This choke one is brutal. Again, the Swords, they cannot move in. Cybercore goes down. Boys are being pulled. herO breaking his way through. Yeah, massive Archon shots on the probes. Probes are going down. Warpins are continuing. Adepts are just trying to hold the line here. We're warping in even slow lots. Oh my god, the force field. No! Yeah, the force field is crazy, catching up the army. At the same time, Trigger, he depowers everything in the main. +2 did finish. And +2 did finish. herO pushing further in. Ooh, base out the stasis. Just barely. Base out the stasis trap. There's a recall back home. Can Trigger hold? Can he snipe that Prism? Can he snipe the Archons? I mean, there's a lot of Stalkers. It's going to be close. Trigger, he does have the shield battery. He's getting caught, though. Yeah, brutal force fields. He's getting caught out. Boys are being pulled. Does make in. Oh, the juggling, though. Yeah, it does go nicely here. The Immortals are going to be saved. And herO overwhelms. Yeah, here he breaks on through. GG gets called. The juggling was too good, and herO, he will claim the series 2-1, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. GG, well played with that herO. He will claim the series. He will advance on a very intense back and forth there, especially towards the end. Going for the base trade, where we saw Trigger, he just wasn't able to hold the line long enough. The immortal count was retained, the Archons as well, and herO did snowball out of control. GG. GG, well played with that. Congratulations, herO, he will claim the series. He will claim the series, he'll advance on to the grand finals, and he's waiting for his next opponent. Oh boy. Up next, we have a PvT Classic versus Beyond. But shout out to Trigger. Again, Trigger, he did make a series out of it there against herO, and even then we almost saw Trigger claim the game himself. It was just a bit of a rough all-in from Trigger. Winding it back, remember, it was a 6-gate all-in, but Trigger, he was banking up minerals. He didn't have the gas income to properly warp in 6 Stalkers at a time, and his proxy gateways are very far away. They were very far away, so his reinforcements were delayed as he tried to force his way up the ramp. So it was a very awkward all-in there from Trigger. It's also possible that he maybe thought the main base was more accessible to Blink Stalkers. As you mentioned, there's a lot of terrain that does work kind of against Blink play into the main, specifically on lockdown. So we saw the Trigger, he didn't really have too much of an easy way into said main base, forced his way into the natural. There was a nice target firing there for sure for Trigger, resetting the Phoenixes and catching out some of the Immortals, but he did not have enough momentum. Just barely not enough. GG. GG, well played. And with that, we are getting ready